Good afternoon, students. In this today's video, we are going to learn about the classification of plants which is there in the NEET level. So let's see what is the classification scheme first. The classification scheme used in that the top level is domains. There are three domains: bacteria, archaea and eukarya. Then these domains are again further subdivided into kingdoms. Kingdoms are five: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia, as devised by Mr. R.H. Whittaker in the year 1969. So this is five kingdom system of Whittaker's. Out of these five kingdoms, Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia, in the prokaryotic cell type, the Monera kingdom is predominant. Monera kingdom contains bacteria as well as archaebacteria. Again, if you see, out of these remaining four, all four are eukaryotic in the cellular structure, and still the viruses are remaining, but the viruses cannot be called as a cellular structure, so they are acellular beings, cannot be classified as prokaryotic or eukaryotic cells. Now let's see, according to the classification of plants, the domain for classification of plants is eukarya, the kingdom is Plantae, the divisions are two: cryptogamy and phanerogamy. Then we are going at a NEET level now. So let's see at NEET level what is their further classification. So let's see from the domain, the classification of kingdom Plantae, classification of plants, domain eukarya, kingdom Plantae. This kingdom is divided into two subdivisions, or you can say the main divisions actually. So this is cryptogamy. In cryptogamy there are plants which are without seeds and the sex organs are invisible, whereas in the second division, that is phanerogamy, plants are with seeds and the sex organs are visible. Here the crypto means false, so these are false plants. Actually these are plants but cannot show the actual leaf, root, fruit and flower kind of structures. Here in phanerogamy these are true plants. These show true root system with vascular tissues such as phloem and xylem. Along with they form flowers. Flowers are visible sex organs, inside which pistil is there and the stamen is there. Stamen is male sex organ on which there are two parts, one is anther, another is filament, while pistil is a female sex organ on which there is a stigma on top, the style is the tube in the middle, and at the bottom there is a ovary. So there is an ovary. Ovary contains ovule. So here in phanerogamy the plants are with seeds also and the sex organs are also visible. Now let's see the classification of cryptogamy. The cryptogamy members are known as cryptogams. So how many cryptogams are there? Let's see. Thallophyta subdivision is there of cryptogamy division. Bryophyta is there and Pteridophyta is there. So there are three subdivisions of cryptogamy division. Thallophyta include thallophytes, which are actually algae. There are three kinds of algae: green algae, red algae and brown algae. Bryophytes are amphibians of plant world. They grow on soil but require water for their reproduction. So these are classified into Bryophyta subdivision. While Pteridophyta are somewhat developed, they have vascular tissues, but still they reproduce mostly by asexual reproduction, by producing spores, such as example of the Pteridophyte is a fern. Now let's see Bryophyta division, in which Bryophyta subdivision, in which there are several subdivisions. These are three. These include Hepaticopsida, Anthoceropsida and Bryopsida. While in the Pteridophyta subdivision, there are 4 subdivisions: Coelopsida, Phenopsida, Lycopsida and Pteropsida. So we are going to see each and every division and subdivision with examples in the incoming videos. Now let's go towards the Phanerogame. Phanerogame has 2 main subdivisions. These are gymnosperms and angiosperms. The gymnospermid subdivision includes seeds without a fruit coat. The gymnosperm members are known as gymnosperms, such as cycas. The best example to explain gymnosperm is a cycas. While the angiosperm are plants which have seeds with fruit coat. So here are further subdivisions of gymnosperm. These are 3: Cycadopsida, Coniferopsida and Netopsida. These are subdivisions of subdivision gymnosperm. Cycadopsida, Coniferopsida and Netopsida. While the angiosperm members are known as angiosperms, these include dicotyledons and monocotyledons. Dicotyledons means those plants whose seeds can be exactly divided into 2 halves naturally, while monocotyledons have only one complete seed. It has no any area left to divide naturally into 2 parts of a seed. So we will go further in detail later in the next video. This is the part 1, NEET level classification of plants.